everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. So in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm basically giving you guys a complete life update. I feel like as I'm in my last term of nursing school, I haven't really shared my last term of nursing school experience with you guys, and I feel like you guys just are completely in the dark about what's going on, what I'm actually doing, especially since I haven't been doing and vlogging week in the life videos. So I kind of wanted to just give you guys an update of my life as I'm approaching my graduation in about a month. So let's get into the tea. So the classes that I take this semester, I have 3 classes. The first one is nursing synthesis, which goes along with my preceptorship, which we'll talk about a little later in this video. The second class is population health, which is also community health. We have a clinical that consists with that. And then the last class is an elective, and that is peri-op. Basically how my schedule is, on Mondays, I have peri-op from 5 to 8 p.m. Tuesday, I have my population health clinical. And then Wednesday, I have my nursing synthesis class and my population health class. And that goes from about 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock. In the beginning of the semester, our school for preceptorship, they only give us a certain amount of time to complete our preceptorship. We had until the first day of school to October 22nd to complete 96 hours. So that's basically 8 12-hour shifts. But with me, on the other hand, I had to do 10 shifts because of just the way my preceptor schedule was. My schedule also consists of me having to do community service hours, which I haven't started until about 2-3 weeks ago, because my main focus was getting those preceptorship hours out of the way. So our school makes us do 16 hours additional of community service in addition to our clinical hours that we do for population health. And where I do my community service hours, I do it at an after school program. And it's really fun. I tutor 2nd and 3rd graders 1 day out of the week, 3 hours of that day. It's really simple. I'm just tutoring the kids, basically watching them, helping them with their homework. I feel like the way I just explained it seems like all easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but this semester, guys, has just been so busy and so jam-packed with stuff to do. I don't know, guys, this semester, 5th term, has honestly been so stressful. If you guys probably watched my video, I think it was my week in the life, the first week of school, and I was telling you guys how I was just so frustrated at my school because they had changed our graduation policy and all of that stuff, and added the ATI policy, because we always had to do ATI at my school, but it was never a requirement in order to pass, or we never did our exams on ATI. I know a lot of schools, you guys actually do your exams on ATI, and ATI is a big thing, but at our school, it wasn't. To make a long story short, they did end up changing the ATI policy. We still have to take the exams that they had in place for us, but it doesn't hinder us on if we graduate or not, which is amazing, because we were scared. We were really, really scared. But yeah, so that was super stressful. And I was low-key kind of depressed for the first month of school because of all that stuff that was going on with the ATI policy. And then having to figure out when I was going to do the community service hours, because I had to do my preceptorship in a certain amount of time, and then also just worrying about graduation and worrying about my future, worrying about the NCLEX and all of that stuff. So it's definitely been busy, and I feel like what made it even more busy was doing preceptorship. So let's get into that. So if you're new here, I actually accepted my graduate nurse position job in psych, but thankfully I landed my preceptorship in psych. At my school, we have to reach out to our preceptors. I had my preceptor's name, emailed him, to see how our schedules were gonna match, because I have school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's when most people work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's what I'm saying. This is why the schedule started to become busy, and I started to become super stressed out, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, I have school, but then I also have to complete this preceptorship. So that means basically every weekend was taken, for me. So I'm basically just working for free, going to school for free, doing clinicals for free. Like I was just, y'all, was so stressed out. But to get away from the negative, my preceptorship was honestly amazing. My preceptor, he was so nice. He was such a good psych nurse. And the funny part is he was only in psych nursing for a year, but he's been a nurse, I think over 10 years. He taught me so much. I learned more working and being in preceptorship than I did in nursing school, honestly. Like he was teaching me above and beyond, not even just psych, but teaching me stuff like about other nursing specialties and how I can incorporate that in psych. So that was really cool. And I really appreciate my preceptor for that, because he was just literally so supportive. He trusted me. I was scared that I was gonna get a preceptor that didn't wanna let me do anything on my own. And I'm a person that likes to be independent. So if you breathing down my neck every 5 seconds, like let me be a nurse. Like let me see how it feels to be a nurse. But he let me take on basically all his patients. He let me chart on most of the patients. Let me just give you guys a brief, a day in my life. I would get to the unit at around 6:50 because my preceptor was like, girl, you do not have to be here at 6:30. You're not getting paid for this. So I would come at 6:50 and then we would, clock in, and then we would figure out what unit we were going to, because the hospital that I was at had 3 different psych units, and we would go listen in on report from the night shift nurses around 7-ish, something like that. We would typically, in psych nursing, you can have up to 6 patients. And I know that sounds a lot, but in psych, it's really not that many patients. It is a lot because you do still have to do a lot, and you still want to make time to talk to your patient and things like that. But since it's less medical based, it's not as much to do. But we would typically have about 3, 4, maybe 5 patients. I remember it was one day where we had 7 patients. It was real bad. But that's because we were super stressed out. Once we got done, got report and all of that, we would go to the nursing station. It would take probably 10 minutes to just do some research on my patients. And then I would print out their patient report sheets, which basically has more information on the patient, their diagnosis, why they're here, their recent labs, their recent medications that they're taking, their PRN, stuff like that. I said my preceptor was the best. So he would let me do assessments on all the patients, talk to all the patients. And most of the time I would be doing all of this stuff by myself. So as far as assessments, in medical nurse, you're doing the head to toe, which in psych nursing you kind of are, but you're not physically doing the head to toe. You're kind of just observing the head to toe, because the priority here is obviously their mental health. And most of the people who are on the psych floor are pretty much stable, pretty much for the most part. I mean, they might have diabetes or another health condition, but they are independent and pretty much can take care of themselves. How I would do an assessment, I would prioritize which patient I'm gonna see first. And I would be like, hi, my name is Jordan. I'm the nursing student today, along with Nurse David. That's my preceptor's name. I'm gonna be taking care of you today. And I really wanted to make my assessments very casual, because if you're sitting there going up to a patient hi, are you suicidal? That's what the heck. I don't know. I never wanted to make it feel uncomfortable, because the questions are already kind of they're redundant, and they get the questions asked them every day. But I kind of wanted to ask the questions in a way where it wasn't forced. I'm just reading off of a pamphlet and I'm just taking notes. One thing my preceptor taught me is you have to build a good rapport with your patients, and as long as you treat your patients with respect, then they're gonna do the same. As long as you're kind to your patients, then they're gonna do the same. And I honestly never had a problem with any patient, because I feel as long as I feel patients, and this is for any specialty, they read your energy and they read your attitude and your mood. So if you're coming into work mad, looks stank on your face, they're gonna read that and they're gonna kind of be standoffish. You gotta go in there with a good attitude. You have to be confident. You have to at least seem to be approachable so that you don't have any conflict. After I do all the assessments, we usually gave the medications after the assessments. Sometimes within assessments, it just really depends on how much time we had and how the morning was going, because really every day was different. Every day is different in nursing. You never know really honestly what you're gonna go into, especially with psych nursing. So it just kind of just depended on our time. Sometimes I would just have time to go do an assessment and actually talk with the patient. Other times I would have to do a real quick assessment, give them the medications and get out of there. After we did the assessments and gave the medications, we were pretty much just monitoring and watching the patients for the rest of the day. Patients would have like group therapy and stuff. But it was like honestly always something to do because psych patients are needy. They're very needy, and they would come up to the station and be like, hey, can I have some towels? Hey, can I have this? Hey, can I have that? Hey, can I have this? Because the way that psych floors are set up, like the nurses station is like right in the middle of where they're at. Like they have their own rooms, but they're mainly just in like the dining area, and the dining area is literally right next to the nursing station. So like every time they needed something, you know, they obviously would come up to us and be like, hey, can I get this? Hey, can I get that? Hey, can I get this? Really, really enjoy my preceptorship. And what made it even better was just having a good preceptor. He was really open to teaching me new things and explaining to me why he did the things he did, and just explaining to me the importance of mental health. Some exciting things that I did in my preceptorship was I did my first blood draw on a person, like, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture of what my preceptor made me. Like, it was so cute, it was so thoughtful, and I'm gonna put it in my shadow box when I graduate. Come on now, like, it's the encouragement for me. I also got to lead my first group therapy. Like, that was so nerve-wracking for me, but like my preceptor, he will always challenge me and make sure that I was always like thinking outside the box. So he allowed me to do my first group therapy on my own. He wasn't even in the room. I did my first group therapy on positive affirmations, and you guys know I talk about that a lot on my channel here. So I did that, and they honestly loved it. They were very interactive. I had like a little activity, you know, for them to, it was really, really fun. And I'm so glad I got to do that because I'm honestly not like a public speaker type of person. And the fact that it was like 10 patients in a room and they're all got their eyes on me, and I have to teach them something and make sure that it's actually beneficial and that they're actually intrigued in the lesson. I was just like, don't look at me, listen to me. Honestly, psych nursing is very chill, very laid back. Yes, patients get rowdy, you might get in a fight, might scream, yell at you, but honestly, psych nursing is fun. It's funny. Like, you probably would be sitting laughing all day because these patients are hilarious, and it's very rewarding to help these people and talk with these people and help them through their problems, and, you know, help them to come to different solutions on how they can deal with their mental health. And just, it's very eye-opening to see like what these people go through. I literally cannot wait to go into psych nursing. I feel like I'm gonna make such a big difference, and I feel like I'm gonna love it so much. Like, I never got tired of being there. Time went by so fast. Like, I really genuinely enjoy going every single day. Like, some days I would be like, yeah, I'm tired, or I do have to, like, I'm not getting paid. I think this was like my 5th shift, and I was just charting, and I was just like, wow, I really love this. Like, I really love it here. Like, I could do this every day. I could do this every single day. But in order to get this job, right, what do I have to do? Pass the NCLEX. So let's talk about what I've been doing to prepare for the NCLEX. Y'all, this is another stressful thing that's been going on in 5th term, and that is NCLEX. Like, who knew NCLEX was 55,125 steps? Like, I'm just confused. NCLEX is a whole ordeal. It's especially the application process. So the application process, you go on this website, I forgot the website name, but you go on this website, you have to fill out this super long application. After you fill out this super long application, you have to get the application notarized and like have, like, you know, the notary signature and stuff like that. Thank God our school provided somebody who was a notary, and she was able to like sign off on all of our applications. So then after you do that, then you have to send this application off to like the NCLEX Board of Nursing with your birth certificate or your passport. Then you have to go get your fingerprints done. It's like, okay, do you need a piece of hair and a blood draw too? Like, they want your whole life, guys. Like, your whole life. Like, why? I went to go get my fingerprints done. That was like $42. It was so weird. Like, that, I was like, wow, I feel like I'm a criminal. Like, I'm over here like getting my fingerprints done. So then after you get your fingerprints done, submit your application. Hopefully they got it by now, because I actually submitted my application like I think 2 weeks ago, so hopefully they got it and accepted it. Hopefully everything is right. If you do that, you have to basically apply for the NCLEX, which I've started the process of applying for the NCLEX to get like my NCLEX date, but in order to actually get your date, you have to pay for it, and it's $200, and your girl is not paying for that right now. So I'll be paying for that soon. Hopefully I can pay for that like within the next 2 or 3 weeks so I can get my NCLEX date, because my plan is to take the NCLEX like at the end of January, because I actually start working in January, but I want to take it like at the end of January because I feel like there's so many things coming up. Like my birthday is literally next week. And then we have Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving break. Then I have my graduation. Then it's Christmas. Then I go on a trip. Then it's New Year's. And I'm just like, I have it like set up in this NCLEX study calendar that I've made, like the days that I'm gonna study. But it's like so like study break. Because all of like the holidays and stuff, like I feel like I'm actually gonna really consistently study once January hits. So I picked the wrong like time to graduate. Like I would graduate in December where I got all these holidays, all these things, and all this, my birthday. Like, why is my birthday November 13th? Why? But speaking of that as well, I actually bought UWorld yesterday. That was $220. I got the 90-day plan, which comes with over like 2,000 practice questions, and then you have 2 self-assessments along with that. I haven't activated it yet because once you activate it, that's when your 90 days actually starts. But I'm planning on activating it within like the next 2 or 3 weeks. My school is providing us with a HERS review starting November 16th. So that's in 2 weeks, almost about 2 weeks. And it's a 3-day HERS review. So that'll give me like kind of the studying that I'll be doing in November. And then the week after the 3-day HERS review, which goes like the HERS review, guys, it goes from 8 to 4:30 for those 3 days. So I swear, this HERS review better be beneficial, and I'm not playing with them because that is a long time and a lot of hours to be talking about everything that I learned in nursing school within 3 days. I know I'm gonna have a headache that day. But anywho, the week after that, that's when I plan on like starting my UWorld. I'm gonna do the first self-assessment so I can see, where I'm at, and then that'll give me like a plan of like, what I need to study. Ultimately, my plan is to use UWorld, Mark Clement, and I am gonna use a little bit of that. It's called High Yield. It's on SoundCloud. They have videos on there. So I'm gonna listen to a couple of their podcasts. And of course, y'all know I'm gonna be using Simple Nursing. Y'all know I'm gonna be using Level Up RN. Okay, if I'm struggling and then I know I'm doing horrible in one spot, y'all know I'm gonna click on that video real quick. Because Simple Nursing got me through nursing school. So I know if Simple Nursing got me through nursing school, Simple Nursing is gonna get me through that NCLEX. And your girl is gonna pass the NCLEX on the first try. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? And I feel like as long as I'm confident in myself and I keep telling myself, you're gonna pass, you're gonna pass, you're gonna pass, you're gonna pass, then I'm gonna pass. Like, you just have to be confident with yourself. Like, yes, there is a piece that is deep down inside of me that's saying, like, what if you don't pass, Jordan? Like, what if you don't pass the NCLEX on first try? But I know that if I put in the work, I'm confident, I speak good things into myself, then I know I can do it. And lastly, let's talk about graduation. If you guys don't know already, I graduated on December 17th, which is a Saturday, almost a month away. Like it's really coming, guys. Like I'm really about to graduate nursing school. Like this is actually crazy. Like, I can distinctively remember my first day of nursing school. And it was during COVID. We were online and all of that stuff. And then now I'm here and I'm like, wow, that happened really fast. I ordered my cap and gown. I ordered my cap and gown a month ago. So it's been here. I've had my cap and gown for like a couple weeks now. Super excited about that. It's still in the packages, y'all. I have not opened my cap and gown yet, but I'm gonna open it soon because I have to take my graduation pictures this week on Saturday. So I have to open it because I want to take a couple pictures in at least my cap. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to wear my gown for my pictures, but I'm definitely going to wear my cap. So I do need to open it. And I do want to also decorate my cap, but I'm going to decorate my cap closer to graduation. And I can't wait. I'm going to do like a video on that. I'm going to do a little vlog on that. Y'all know I'm going to do a week in the life of a great... Yeah, look, we're not even going to get into it because that's going to be a whole movie premiere. when I graduate. That whole week is a movie premiere, okay? And then my plans for after graduation, you guys, our graduation is at 9:30 in the morning. Like, they trying to get us in and out. I ain't blaming them. Like, I ain't mad at them. But dang, 9:30 in the morning, like, y'all, I had to literally get my makeup appointment at 6:30 in the morning so that I can make sure I'm on time for my own graduation, because your girl not missing that. But your girl face has to be beat, and that's no discussion on that. And then after that, I'm having a graduation party at 2 o'clock. And y'all know I'm doing an outfit change. It's like, I really cannot, y'all. Y'all, I cannot wait till y'all see these outfits, just everything. I just can't wait till everything just goes down. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I know it's gonna be such a good time and such a good day, because like, there's only so many days in your life that are all about you. And graduation is one of those days. And I worked my butt off for this degree, blood, sweat, and literal tears, okay? Literal tears, and I just cannot wait to celebrate it. But I'm having my graduation party, and then I'm gonna have another graduation party the day after. My mom's throwing me the one that's on the day of my graduation, and then my grandma's gonna throw me the one that's the day after my graduation. So like, that whole weekend, I know it's just gonna be like super duper crazy, super duper jam-packed, all family stuff. So now we are in the month of November, and I don't really have too many assignments left. I do have to do like a really big project for community health. I still have to like complete my community service hours. And then I still have like peri-op stuff to do. Like, we have like case studies, and then I think we have like one more exam in that class. So I still have like work to do, which I wish we did not have work. I wish I really could just focus more on studying for the NCLEX and stuff, but you know, nursing school just has to give you busy work and has to just have assignments that aren't even gonna help me with nursing. I really cannot wait. It's been a really long journey. And yes, even though 5th term has been like super duper stressful, super busy and jam-packed, I'm still trying to like enjoy every moment of it and try to be as happy as possible, because honestly, like I said, I have been really stressed and kind of like down, especially the first month. But it's just getting closer to graduation. I'm getting happier. It's becoming more real as everything's getting closer, especially like with my job reaching out to me a couple weeks ago and telling me like, okay, the appointment to go get my drug screening and what day I'm supposed to sign up for benefits. I'm like, I'm really an adult out here. Like, your girlfriend be signing up for medical insurance? Like, it's just all so crazy to think about, because I'm still so young and like, I'm really about to be like an adult and have real responsibilities, and it's so crazy. Like, but I'm so grateful and I'm so humble, and I just know that next year is gonna be a great year. But guys, we're almost at the end. So just keep coming along with me on my journey. Even after I graduate, it ain't done, okay, y'all? We still got the NCLEX, and then even after the NCLEX, it's time for the real world. It's time for that real nursing. So, you know, the grind don't stop, the energy don't stop. Everything continues to keep growing, and we're gonna keep going and growing and glowing. And that's on period, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just kind of wanted to give you an update. Yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. Peace.